Hi guys, this is Max here, back again with hopefully another great political video. And today I have a message for Republicans. I will tell my personal perspective on how Republicans are going to perform best in the midterm elections and what their ideal strategy should be. I'll also do that for the Democratic Party in order to be at least roughly unbiased. But I'd suggest that we'd get straight to it. And now I'm going to explain to you what the ideal Republican strategy should be until the midterm elections, both legislatively and from a campaign perspective. Now, first of all, stand in the way of everything Joe Biden does. I know this is not good for our country. We should be cooperating on bipartisan levels. We should be working together. But to be completely honest, when the Republicans actually let Biden pass something, even if it's just a watered-down compromise, they'd be playing into his cards. I mean, they should be doing it. We should be working together towards a better and more perfect union. But if you always oppose the incumbent administration, you can simply blame the incumbent administration for everything bad that happens. And currently there are a lot of bad things happening in our country. And you don't even act as if you're being part of the current administration, as if you're trying to work with Joe Biden. You're trying to be simply the alternative that people can vote for out of protest. And that's how you win elections. Apart from that, the Republicans should also, and I know I'll alienate some people, not distance themselves from Donald Trump, because Donald Trump gives the Republicans votes, but at least no longer bring up the big lie that the election was stolen. I mean, to a certain degree, there was voter fraud, but there's voter fraud every election. And you can address that from a general perspective, absolutely, but don't only address it when it goes, against you guys. Talk about it whenever it comes up. Talk about it when the Republicans commit fraud. Talk about when the Democrats commit fraud. Do not do it in a very one-sided way that makes you come off very biased. And apart from that, I'd like to say Republicans should run candidates that are not moderate, that have strong positions on the issues, that are conservatives, but that don't use divisive rhetoric. I mean, people who say the same stuff that Trump says, but that say it with a smile on their face, that are trying to be good politicians, that are trying to be persuasive, they're trying to be like good old grandpas and grandmas who care about the nation and about their constituents. And what always works extremely well if you take a firm stance against corruption. If Republicans, run members of the Freedom Caucus who say we're anti-establishment, we're against the existing order, but we're not insane lunatics, they'd be winning all over the place. Now, of course, I'm just saying this as somebody who has not necessarily neutral but independent political views, and I'm trying to explain to you guys what is very important is that we look through what both parties are telling us and that we try to be smarter than them and not buy everything they tell us. Because actually, the Republicans would not do much different than Biden's doing right now. I have a hard time believing Donald Trump would have done many things different than Joe Biden. He would have been fairly inactive in his second term as well. But what I'd suggest the Republicans to do now, just simply oppose everything that the Democrats are doing and run candidates that are not polarizing but conservative. That way, they're going to slide to victory with those bad inflation numbers and Biden's extreme unpopularity. The misery index, the combination of unemployment and inflation, is super bad now. And whenever the misery index is low, the incumbent administration gets a bad blowback. The only time I could remember where the misery index was not a successful indicator of the result of a presidential election was in 1948. And that was a while ago. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. And just as always, have a good day. Max out.